All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Bobby Ingram, and my brother Anthony Ingram's on here, and we're here to talk about Intelligence Prime Capital, and pretty much week 6 for me. And my brother, you said you're on which week?
I'm in week 12, starting week 5.
All
I
right,
started on the 16th of January.
okay. And we also have Jeff Lowe on here. Hey, Jeff, what week are you in?
I think I just passed a month, so I think this is my 5th week
Okay.
or 4th full one, something like that. I started on a Thursday, so
Okay. Also, oh yeah, so you started at the end of the week.
yeah, I started. I got 1 day of trading after getting my account set up. But honestly, I think it made it easier because it was midweek and people weren't trying to do a lot of stuff with it. So
Okay, true. That is true. That makes sense. Yeah, so we're here just like I said, we're transparent. We're here to just discuss how things have been going, just our transitioning. Uh, our team has grown from us 3 to about 37, 38 now. And we have our own Facebook group there to support our team, kind of just get specifically to what the issues are and just to put out information to share. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna share my screen. Well, Anthony, you got anything you want to put out?
I think I could share my screen. But nothing on the side. I'm gonna go with the flow for now. And wait till you start talking numbers. I get excited when you talk numbers, especially going in a positive direction.
All right, that's awesome. Hey Jeff, you got anything you want to say?
no, like I said, I'm just here to listen. I've been putting into it a little bit, and in a few months, I'm going to start pulling a little out. So that's what I'm interested in. And I know it's a bit of a process, getting set up with getting your accounts and going through the different stages. But once you get there, it's fairly simple. So I think I got the input down. I want to be ready to start taking advantage of it a little bit. Not too much though. I got retirement plans.
Awesome. Yeah, so yeah, it's been amazing just working with everybody and just just going over the stuff, kind of learning the processes. When you get with a new company, like I said, this is my third company when it comes to kind of affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing. This is different because most products you kind of sell products and you gotta have people pay up monthly and then you got to do all different type of stuff. Here you're signing people up and you're helping them make compound interest daily. So no one's winning unless everybody's winning. So I may get bonuses, Jeff may get bonuses, my brother may get bonuses, but we only get bonuses if people make money, which is a perfect concept because I've been in some stuff where it hasn't been great and people are paying monthly, but the expectations are not being met. So now I can't explain to them why we're not making money. And then it starts to kind of tear on the structure of our team. Here, our only issues are kind of scaling the website. It's a lot of things when it comes to a business that's growing so rapidly that there's a lot of, days where, we may be looking in our back office, there's no capital there, or looking in there and then people starting to worry. What you got, Jeff?
I'd add a nice caveat for people watching this is that the bonuses the people make for rooting and have on it we get it only when they profit, but it doesn't come from their profits. It's the company that pays it out of their take. They pay the people who are recruiting, not the individuals that are recruited. So keep that in mind. It's the company's incentive, not our take from the people we recruit. You don't pay more because someone helped you get in. You get your profits minus the 20%. That never changes for an individual. You just get more the more people you bring in under you, but that comes from the company's 20% profit, not from the individual. So.
Perfect. Well said. Well said. All right, Anthony, I'm about to do what Anthony likes best, is talk about the money piece. So I'll go ahead and share my back office. And hey, what's up, Nate? You could say, want to say hi to everybody?
Hey. Hi, everybody.
So give us a little bit about how long you've been in and what you seeing so far with IPC.
I think I just completed a full month actually. So I've been in for 4 weeks. And it's just been consistent. Everything is pretty easy and simple. I just wake up every morning and check everything. And that's pretty much it. Bobby already knows, I try to talk to people, but I guess I'm not that great at trying to, convince anybody to join. I just tell them the information, and if they choose to go through it, they do. If they don't, they don't. So that's about it. But for me, I'm all in.
Awesome. Hey, now if we go back to week 1 or 2, you all in. I think you had like a toe or two in, not not all.
Definitely, I had to see it to believe it.
That's awesome, though. I'm glad you're here. And like I said, some people just don't understand what compound interest is. I mean, on one of the posts I put today is from Albert Einstein when he said that you know, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. If you're getting it, then you know about it. If you're not getting it, then you're paying it. So I thought that was a kind of an awesome slogan that he
Me too. And I went and stole it and put it on my Facebook. I thought that was great.
has. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen. Again, we're not financial advisors. We just here to kind of share what got going on. You do what you do with your money. We're just showing you and telling you what we got going on and our success. And like I said, you're not guaranteed to be successful. Just put that out there. We're transparent, but we've been successful thus far. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let me refresh. All right, so this is what I have for this week. It's been a really good week. So going into which I'll go into my breakdown into my transactions. But right now I have 4,200 in my wallet, and I think Jeff just put some money back in his, so it kind of boosted mine up. It scared me, boosted mine up a bit. But I think because I am a regional manager, I get 9% of what someone puts in. But like Jeff said, it doesn't take from his money. That is a bonus I get coming out of the company's money. And I know a question people have, well, how can a company afford to pay all of these bonuses? Because they take their 20% and they throw it into the bot as well. Plus they get some additional money when it comes to the brokers and how our accounts are ran and funded through that portion as well. So they make enough money to cover us. This is not a pyramid scheme, because it's not. If it was a pyramid scheme, we wouldn't even have enough money to pay out 1 week, let alone to continue to pay. So you have to look at the structure of the company and also how the company is scaling. Company now has provided a online service support. The company is always doing maintenance to keep the website up. And any issue that we've seen so far has been rectified. We haven't had an issue where they let alone wouldn't do it. We haven't had any issues with withdrawals. I mean, just looking through the other people in the company, haven't seen any issues with personnel withdrawn. I know right now, if you withdraw, you might get a message that says rejected, which I had last week. I did my withdrawal. It said rejected, but it reversed itself, and a couple of other people did too. It reversed itself, and it went through. So that's just something that they got to work out through the system. So I did post in our group that my test withdrawal was successful, and today I'll be conducting a withdrawal live, just so you guys can see it as well. So again,
Yeah, I would advise that for people who are wanting to do withdrawals and stuff like that, when at the end of the week, just don't put that part of that you plan on withdrawing from your wallet back into your capital, and then wait till Monday to start the process. So you're not doing it at the same time as they're calculating profits. People are moving stuff back and forth between the capital. So if you leave it in your wallet, you wait till the Monday, then you start your withdrawal process. Unless you're trying to move extra capital into your wallet, of course. But
Yeah. So with that, I think to cut down on things, I think we may not be able to withdraw on Mondays. I think we have to do it through these through Friday and Saturday. And I'll get that verified, but I think that's what they kind of. Well, I think just the withdrawals and well,
Okay.
well, like I said, because I see what you're saying. So it might be. I'll clarify that because, like you said, you could take your like if you get bonuses and stuff during the week, I think you can withdraw them. But like you said, you might be right when it's pulling straight out of your wallet and doing a
Yeah.
withdrawal. It might be. So I'll get verification on that.
Yeah,
For the
that'd
next
be
video.
very helpful for folks right now as the company's growing so fast. You know, things kind of really bottleneck towards the end of the week where they're
Oh yeah.
calculating profits, moving stuff back and forth. So yeah, it'd be helpful to, you know, the more stuff you can do on the off days,
Oh yeah, definitely.
definitely be worth trying, you know.
Mhm. All right, so like I say, in my trading capital, I have 24,000. In my USDT wallet, I have 4,200. So my plan, just to tell y'all what my plan is. So what I plan to do is at least scale my account to 1,000 per week, maybe 2,000, just depending, and just to start to do some type of withdrawal, just because of the amount of capital I have in there, and then the amount of bonuses I get. So what I'm looking at is probably bumping this up to either 25 or 26,000 and then withdrawing the rest. And then every week I'll take some and I'll use that to pay off. I still have a little bit of debt left, so I want to pay that stuff off. At the same time, I'm still building my account up to make sure that, my compounding continues where it's at and gets bigger. So that's what my goal is. Um, so I'll probably move, let me see. So what I'll do, I'll probably take it up to 2,600, at least 2,600. So I'll deposit, which I'll do right now, which you'll see, I'll do an internal transfer, 2,000. Right, so I'm gonna get my verification code. I think some people were having issues earlier with their verification codes, but I know that's because everything was busy. Some people got through, some didn't. So again, people, we gotta be patient and kind of let the system work itself. And there you go, got my verification code. Go ahead, that went pretty smooth. I know people will be panicking for every single thing. Let me get my Google authentication code. Yeah, people just be panicking for everything, and it's just kind of, you got to be patient. Got to be patient. All right. Let me get my Google authentication code for my time run out. Got too many apps on here. Oh, there it goes. All right, so you see up here, internal transfer successful. Your request was processed successfully. So let's see how fast the system is running, because they have been doing a lot of updates. So boom, already that part is done right there. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and try to do a withdrawal. And I already know in my mind, my last one took, and I think I did it towards the end of Saturday. So it took about 2 days. It took me 2 whole days to get it, but I did see that my transaction was being processed, so I really wasn't concerned. Some people did the transfer, and like 30 seconds later, they were like about to pass out. So it's just like, again, be patient. We haven't seen any reason on why we're not getting paid. I know it's people getting paid. I've seen people withdraw 15,000, 7,000, another 15,000 here and there. So I'm gonna go ahead to withdraw, and I already have my wallet saving here. That's the beautiful thing about it. Been using my FRX. I did FRX last time. I should do Kraken, but Kraken's been giving me an issue with my bank account. So I think I tried to put it in too many times, so they wouldn't let me do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my FTX, which is already saved in here. I like that feature, a $3 processing fee for no matter what amount, which is awesome. So let's see if I can get this withdrawal going. So I'm gonna send the code, and let's see if we get that code back here. Oh, that one, okay, my internal transfer was approved. All right, boom, got my OTP code already. Anybody want to say anything while I'm doing my withdrawal? Anthony, you want to talk? You want to talk money, Anthony, right now, or you want? Well, you want the screen?
Oh no, I'll probably be doing it, like Jeff doing his. When I get closer to my balance, my initial investment, I'll start pulling out there and playing with the house money. It looked like April 27th is going to be my double date. So
Okay.
currently my account's at 43, and I should hit 80 around the 27th of April. So then I'll do a big withdrawal. So that should be a special event. I might put a suit on or something,
Oh,
some all white.
Well, you put a suit on. I'm gonna put one on too. I want to be suited and booted too.
Have a little bubbly on the side.
All right, so it showed that it was successful. Sometimes it runs, takes a little second to run, or I might refresh it, but I'll just wait a few seconds to see what happens. And then we can always go check the history to see if it took the transaction or not.
But the reason I picked FTX.us is they just it was a easier looking interface to utilize. Even though I'm IT and stay with 8 miners up doing things, smooth interface is something I'm always going to look for, because work smarter, not harder. So I'm always looking for something that I can utilize, but also the team will be able to look into and be able to navigate. But they had the USDT wallet. The difference between FTX and Kraken is, Kraken is just an exchange, so it's not necessarily meant to store your currency, no matter how you have it. So the one thing I like about the FTX, you do have the wallet side if you do want to keep stuff in there. I end up signing up for Chase Bank. I didn't have them before. Signed up in less than like 30 minutes, and their drop downs for doing wires, anything over 2,000. I mean, if you're depositing anything less than 2,000, it's best to use Cash App. But if when I did that initial investment, I think the biggest one I did was like 26,000. When I did the wire, soon as the bank opened, soon as Chase opened, like 8:30, I got a call, and next thing I know, they verified it was me, and I was making the wire. It was in FTX, said they got the money like instantly. So like 8:35, the money was in the account, and I just bought the Bitcoin and transferred it to my wallet. So I got Navy Federal and USAA, but they may take 2 days, and then it's like a couple more steps that you got to do. But Chase made it easier, and I found out through Googling different ways to move Bitcoin, and Chase came up as one of the top banks to do that with.
This is a question, has anyone used, I heard you say, Anthony, that it's best to just move it using Cash App if it's under 2,000. What about, or your investments? What about withdrawal? Have you tried doing that with Cash App or no?
Oh, the withdrawal? Well, with FTX.us, it connects to my account. So I actually can just directly move it from FTX to the account. But you can also keep it once you put it in FTX as TRC20, you convert it to Bitcoin, and then you can send it to Cash App. So what I would do when I go to withdraw is, when I get that TRC20 in FTX, I would just convert it to fiat currency, which is the USD coin that's in FTX, and then they'll send direct to my bank account because it's cash. But if you want to use Cash App, which is unlimited as far as what you can send there on that, you limited as far as buying Bitcoin and stuff for a week, daily caps and weekly caps. But as far as putting money back into your account, long as it's yours, it's unlimited. As far as price, how much you can put in there. But you will be transferring from Bitcoin, so you'll incur another Bitcoin fee to transfer from FTX to Cash App.
Yeah,
but I cut that step up.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can't. Yeah,
so
you can't go straight back. You can't go straight back to Cash App.
So in the FTX, to pull from my account or from a card, what did I want to purchase? Or
Oh, you
basically
just do a
deposit it?
convert. You just convert it to the USD fiat currency that's in. It's usually at the top. If you open the wallet in the FTX, it's the first one at the top. So
So USD at the top, do the deposit.
correct.
Okay, and then I could tell it to either pull from my account or my card.
Right. But keep in mind that that's a 7 to 12-day process depending on your bank, because they want to get the funds and make sure that it's clear. And then they sometimes make you hold like a 5-day stake fee until it clears on their side. So
Okay.
that's why I like the wire part. It sounds like, it may be intimidating, but it's really not. It was really an easy process. But when you do a wire, it's instant, because it's like money to, bank to bank money transfer. So they don't
Gotcha.
have to wait for ACH to clear or anything like that. Until and I think too, when you trade a certain amount, they'll also then you can start doing instant. But because I think Binance, if you do around 50 grand in trades, like trade money back and forth, they'll just float you the money. But a lot of the exchanges I noticed will hold your money for a certain while. Like if you bought straight Bitcoin, it's going to hold it for, I think, almost a week and a half to 2 weeks.
Yeah, the only time they'll let you use it is when you're buying it and you're leaving it into their
Mhm.
platform. But if
Yeah.
you're going outside the platform, then they're gonna hold that. So
Yep. They even put a little clock down, like, oh, you got 8 days left before you can trade or remove your funds as US dollars.
all right, so I'm gonna take this second to see what happened with my transaction. So it kept buffering, so I went ahead and kind of forced it out of that screen. So let's go ahead and check my transaction. I'm sorry, my report, fund transactions, and let's see. So the website has been getting a little faster. I mean, like I said, they're scaling. It's kind of hard to scale a business when it's moving 100 miles an hour, 24 hours a day, because when you got an international company, when we're asleep, people are woke in other countries, vice versa. So there's always a lot going on. So again, patience is the key. And let's see. Yeah, so this part I know because everything's going on. It usually don't take this long, but this is what I've been kind of seeing lately. Let's try it again. No. Run transactions. Hopefully it let me in here. Oh, so I'm in there. All right. So as you see right here, I'm pending, which is good. And I know that first transaction I did, it went from pending, then it went to rejected. But then, I waited. I just wanted to see it, and then it switched to approved. So I know some people had some issues with this. Don't worry about it. Like I said, wait at least 24 hours to see what happens. Like I said, the transaction, it took, well, I think I did it Saturday night, and then I didn't get paid till like that Monday. So might take a little longer. And I know they're working on it to make stuff happen faster. I know BOJ, he did one and he got his pretty quickly. So I think he's good on the timeline. So a lot of people, because Anthony, what time you said your stuff went through? Because I fell asleep, I think, right before they finished all the financial part.
It was around 11:30.
Okay. Yeah, so it definitely was faster than it was the week prior because everything wasn't done till about, I think, what, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So okay, so we see it right here. That's good. So I've done my transaction for putting money back in my wallet. And so the 2,000 that I put in, if you notice, you see it's broken down here. So 1,600, what the whole 2,000 went to my account. But if you see here, 1,600, I can withdraw anytime. And then that 400 is part of my security deposit. And I know a lot of people are worried about security deposit, but over time, your security deposit is released back to you. So if I go in here and look at funding, No. Transactions. Let's go to withdrawal. Oh no, I'm sorry. Transaction, internal transfer. All right. So if I did want to take money out of my MetaTrader 4 to my wallet, right now I have almost $22,000 available. So out of my $26,000 account, I can withdraw 22K out of there, no problem, no issue. Understanding that over time, as you make a percentage of your money, you make a percentage of your profit, a percentage of your security deposit will be released back to you. So that security deposit is there to protect the company, because it's some people who want to get in here. I mean, we just had somebody that asked about it. They want to put 10,000 in, and then they just want to take 10,000 out right after they get their first month profit. That doesn't benefit the company. That only benefits that person. So it would kind of lose the purpose of everything if a lot of people came in and just wanted to make a deposit, make 7% for that month, and then take all of their money out. So I think it's a good safety net for everybody. And just understanding you're not going to go anywhere else in the world and make 7% interest off of a month investment and just be successful like that. So
Okay. And so when they ask me those questions, I don't be having all the answers. That's why I always message you. But when they ask me that, I'm trying to figure out, what do I tell people? Like, how long, you said over a period of time, what is the period of time before they are able to withdraw all of their funds?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So it depends on how much. So for instance, a lot of mine is getting released back to me quicker because I'm getting a bigger percentage on my return, right? So if I'm getting, for say, I got 26,000 in my account. So right now we're looking at what I got on hold. Let me see. I should be able to go right here. And okay, so right here, if you see, right now my MT4, I got $26,079, right? I got $4,139 in my security deposit. Well, as I make profit, whatever percentage of the profit I make, that's how much is going to get released out of my bot security. So when we come back and look at this, I'll look at this part of this video this week, and then we'll go back and look at it next week and kind of compare the percentages, because it's either the percentage of everything, maybe everybody, so everybody's making 7%, so maybe everyone gets 7% release, or maybe because I got a bigger amount in my account, I get a bigger percent release. So we'll be able to tell.
Off the video that I saw initially, I think it was Bank of Gerald. I think it's around 2 months that it goes down over time, because like I know I got a higher account, but as far as weekly, I think you pulling in more than I am. But like my bot security value is around 7,000, so it's getting, I think it's based off your deposit.
Okay.
Yeah, not the bonus, because the bonuses they are paying directly from themselves, so it wouldn't be
Exactly.
no point to hold those. But when you initially invest money yourself, it's probably put a counter on each investment. Each investment you put in there, it's on a timer. So I guess almost like the staking thing with the crypto exchange, and you put money in there, they hold it for a little bit. You can't really do nothing with it, but you can still make money off it. So like, even though my funds was held, because Bitcoin shot up, I actually made money, and I think I had an extra 1,000. So they was holding 5,000, and I end up withdrawing like 5,900. So I end up having $1,000 more to put into the bot.
Hey, man, let me borrow $5.
Let me borrow 5 referrals.
All right, so yeah, that's good info. Like I said, I think what Anthony said is correct. So I'll make sure, Nay, I'll get you like a definite on that. See if I can get that on, in writing. Because I think it's on the slide, but maybe I need to break the slide down a little bit more detail in the PowerPoint presentation.
Thank you. I'm just trying to make sure, that I'm not, always relying on Bobby
Oh, yeah.
to get the questions. I know you don't mind, but just making sure that when people ask me whatever, that I have the answers.
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing bad. Me and Bob got into, we get into little mini WWE matches because I be having questions like that. My brain's so analytical. I'm just like, okay, I understand what you're saying, but when I'm thinking so technical, you kind of just be wanting kind of any kind of answer. But patience is. I know they throw that around a lot, but that's basically what it is because it usually does rectify itself. So everything that I had a question about, it end up fixing itself. And that's why I like our group. Like always reach out to Bobby or somebody in the group because one thing you can see is I don't know if you joined the other group and not bashing the other group.
She in there.
Oh, okay. People ask like just the same question over and over because they don't have anyone either teaching or someone they can reach out to. So no, we want you to reach out in this group so you don't get all that extra chatter about the same thing over and over. So yeah, definitely keep reaching out. So I mean, and I'm his brother, and I still be asking questions.
Right. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah. And I do like both. I actually like both groups. Of course, I like ours because it's more intimate, and we're all in the same actual group, under each other. But I do like the other group because they do ask different types of questions, and you get a variety of different answers or responses. So I think both of them, they play their part.
Well, so I like both groups, but because of my level of maturity in this type of business, the thing that I don't like is I think it's an open group, and some people who are not signed in and who have an account, they're in there putting in the negativity. They're the questions. I don't mind questioning stuff, but questions and stuff that you ask should have a purpose. Some people are kind of generate some things to scare people off. I mean, when you look at financial literacy, fear, you'll never be successful being fearful. You have to take some type of risk. Everything has risk, and there's no millionaire that made a million without taking risk. Even if you win the lottery, you bought tickets. That's a risk because that's not guaranteed, and nothing is guaranteed. So, a thing that I try to drive and that needs to be changed in the other group, like I said, I like it because it does drive a lot more conversation, and I would love to have a combined group. But what I don't want is people to be deterred off of making a decision by somebody who's just saying stuff just because. If I think it was somebody who had a $200 account, nothing wrong with that. But then they wanted to withdraw all of their money the day after that they put that in there. That's impossible. But my thing is this, and on our team, I'm never going to tell nobody to put money in that they can't afford to invest with, because you should not be investing with money that you need to provide for yourself or your family in that instant. If you're putting your everything that you have into this bot, that is not what I want you to do. That is not smart. Now if you have money to invest and or you have money that you could say, hey, God forbid if the company just blew off the face of the earth, will you be able to survive? Then we can talk. But I don't want anybody doing anything that they can't afford to, because it's just pointless. Because that's when people do ask those type of questions. Well, how can I get my $200 out? Well, if the person that signed you up didn't tell you that part of your money would be on hold, then that's already an issue. I mean, I'm in there in that group a lot answering questions that those personnel should be getting from their sponsors that they don't. So I'm in there trying to help out, but it's just not a good environment all the way around because some people are just doing stuff just to kind of do it. So I'm kind of both ways with that one, kind of both ways with that. But other than that, I mean, it'll improve. I mean, the company is doing great, so I don't see it not getting better. Um, Also, just to address like so what I've been doing is I've been kind of scaling, leadership, um, reaching out, and I'm kind of getting headway on getting direct information from the top as far as when there's maintenance and stuff. Because I've seen people posting stuff that was old. Like that would make me upset. Like if I know that a video was posted about maintenance and I seen the video and then something else happened 2 days ago and then 2 days later and then somebody posts the same video and the guy says this exact same thing, to me, it's kind of like scary. That's kind of sketchy to me, because you're trying to use some information to kind of overarch and cover things. But I waited and I looked for some information, and then boom, information came down and was like, hey, MT4 is going through another set of heavy maintenance. Be patient. So it's certain things when we're looking at this, we got to be transparent, because I'm not going to lie to y'all, because that would be wrong of me. So I don't expect nobody to lie to me, because now I'm putting out a lie to you guys. So I owe that to y'all to be transparent. If the building's on fire, I'm like, hey guys, the building's on fire. I'm just gonna put it out there like that. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it or nothing. And that's how we remain transparent. So when people do have issues or questions, we're not gonna try to throw dirt on it, or or just be like, oh, that's your problem. Any problem that we have, especially on the Genius Bot group, I take that personal. My brother take it personal. And soon all of our members will take it personal, because we'll be more, like you said, intimate as far as our team, and everyone is going to make sure that everybody is taken care of.
All right, that was a good explanation, Bobby.
Thank you. I be freestyling sometimes, with it, but so yeah, and like I said, we even, like I said, transparency. We'll talk about the trade issue we had, because I know between Anthony and Nay, y'all had some trades that were missing from yours, which I know Anthony did his. Anthony, what did you do your service request? What did you do?
Well, I waited. It's up to 17, but it's still creating sticky. I think
I'll get the it's a time, they got the times that they're online. I seen a list. I'll grab that. And Nate, what was yours? Did you do your ticket, Nate?
No, I haven't done my ticket yet.
Oh.
I've been
Oh, I
working
was
around
muted. I
since we
didn't know
got
if y'all
off the
heard me.
phone, but I'm about to do it.
Oh, Jeff, did you get 4 trades on the 17th?
Yeah, actually I did. The last one was it was kind of low, but it was still there was a 4th one in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like I'm sad. Like I mean I am sad. I'm mad y'all didn't get y'all trades, but I got 4, so I'm kind of sad that y'all didn't. So I want to talk real sad, like so.
Yeah, they made it. I mean, they made it. They said it was just a complete random one. They hit some goals, so they just randomly sent out some money.
I think they randomly sent it out because they didn't randomly get everybody the original. They gotta come back and get everybody the original. So we'll get feedback next week on those as well. Let me see.
So I just did both a wire transfer and a card withdrawal on FTX within a couple minutes of each other. So just want to see how long each one takes.
Okay, well,
I know the fee wasn't quite worth the wire transfer because I just did 200 in both, but I'm curious as to see how long each one takes, starting them on a Saturday. Saturday.
All right, so just to go through where our team is at. So we're headed towards managing director. Thanks to everybody. Anthony, I see. Hey, Anthony, your camera's on when you made that face. Yeah. So we're at almost 130,000. So almost at the halfway point. But managing director would be awesome for our team, because then that means that I get to kind of talk to the seniors in the company, which we kind of really need, because then I can get stuff straight from the top, and it'll make it a lot easier to kind of weed through stuff, which haven't been painful, but I just would feel better, being retired military. I'm used to getting data straight from the horse's mouth. Makes it a lot easier, and it makes us more able to sustain ourselves a lot easier without any of the white noise in the background. So I think we'll get there, because I think this week, just based off of everything, let me move to. Y'all still see the screen? Let's switch to the group. Good. Y'all can see my Facebook. Okay. All right. So
something interesting I found, because it's the same source of money, but my wife and I both have our own accounts. But I referred her, So I get bonuses based off of depositing into her account. I'm using mine mainly, but I thought it's kind of funny, you know, that I get that it works because we have two authorized people, but they're both coming from the same account. The downside to it is like when using like Kraken or something online, it's still one initial pool, you know. So USAA only allows you to buy, not that this is a problem right now, but $10,000 a week transfer. Well, it doesn't matter which of the accounts it comes out of. So
Hey, so did your wife ask you for part of your bonus?
she already knows she's getting it. It's just in my name. That's all. I just need to. She just asked, "Is like, so what if something happens to you? How do I get to the money?" I'm like, "Good question. Hopefully, you can find my phone."
Wait, hey, why you say hope you can find your phone? It should be
Well, I
right
mean, that's
there.
because you got all the Google Authenticator.
Yeah, for the
Oh
2FA.
yeah, oh yeah.
She'll need that. She'll need that to do anything. You know, she can already sign on and stuff, but if you want to use it, yep. You know, this little thing here is really important. That's why
Yeah.
it's got a nice little, you know, hard case around it, keeping it all nice and safe.
That's, let me see. So I'm trying to.
But I
go
think
through-
Ed and Lindsay joined the group yesterday.
Oh yes, I see them. Yeah, they're both in. Trying to
Cool.
add. I'm trying to go to that video. Let me see. Let me go to new, and then we'll be ready to wrap it up. If anybody want to go ahead and talk and say something, just what they got on top of their head, they can go ahead and before we kind of close it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm just excited for next week. You know, this will be the first time ever in life you don't mind the weekend being over. You know, Sunday coming first trade night. So it was like, whole nother week, another 5 days going to sleep, making money.
Yeah, I just passed enough in there that after the 20%, I should be making just over $1,000 of profit after
Per
the
week?
per week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's it takes just a little over $18,000 in the trading wallet at the beginning of the week to net yourself about $1,000 of profit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then too, you always gotta look at it. You know, most of my money came from initial investment. So even the big guys that's out here, most of theirs came from bonuses and signing people up. So it's definitely possible,
Yep.
completely possible. Because most everybody I've been seeing maybe was at 6,000 self-investment, but the bonuses they get are just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because if you look at mine, the reason why a lot of mine is not being held in the deposit because a lot of stuff that I did generate was from bonuses. So like even today, I didn't even have to go into my wallet to do my withdrawal. I mean, into my MT4, I actually added an extra $2,000 into my MT4 and was able to withdraw 2,000 without even touching my MT4. So between that 2,000, 1,600 is free, and I only added 400 back to my to my security deposit. So it's another thing to look at, just to be able to to take part of my bonus out and still add to my capital at the same time is awesome. And again, as people compound, you're still getting interest off of what they put into their account. So not only do you make money when they deposit, but when they redeposit, you make money off of that. And then as you make rank, which, like I said, our group, we're really not rank seekers. I mean, we just all enjoy helping people make money, but that's just the benefit of people making money. You're going to get compensated for that. And just in the bigger scheme of things, the company is going to be moving in other directions. Like this is just, just the beginning when it's looking at the other products that's going to be coming forward. But it's definitely aligned to help the entrepreneur kind of leverage big companies when you're looking at the finances. I mean, if you look in our back office, with the companies generating right now, it's ridiculous. I mean, right now we have over 275 million in our Genius bot, 375,000 in the Brilliant bot, and then over 100K in the Smart bot. Also, if you look at over here, a couple of weeks ago, we had 107,000 people in the Genius bot, and now there's almost 200,000 people in the Genius bot. So it's the word's getting around, and you know, pretty soon in America, you'll start to see the things that you see. That's what's happening in Africa when they won the Broker of the Year for 2021, 2022. They won Best New Broker of the Year. Once we start getting accolades in the United States, it's going to be ridiculous at how quick this number shoots up here and here. So, like I said, some people aren't interested because I know people are scared of change, or they're scared that the world is gonna just take away everything that they have, or I don't know what their fear is. But once people start to see things, like if you look at Bitcoin, how Bitcoin was a scam initially, and now Bitcoin was at one point in time trading $60,000 a coin, then everybody want to say, oh, if I had the opportunity to get into Bitcoin, you did. You just chose not to. So that's the same thing here. As this company grows and scales, who knows? The price of the bot may go up, which I hope not. But things might be different. But I know one thing: they're working on even making our trades even bigger and making us earn more. That's what they're working on now. So that's all I have for here. Unless anybody have questions, we could just go down the line and everybody, just give a last word. We'll start with you, Nay.
I'm sorry. I don't really have a last word. I was just when you were just talking about the last statement that you're saying, and that's what I tell people. I'm like, everybody in the world right now, we're using bots for everything. And as far, I told you, I think you heard me say that before, Bobby. They use bots for literally everything now, but now they're all of a sudden, scared or not really sure when it comes to using a bot, to do trading for you. So I don't know what's going on with people. I'm not really here to understand their mindset, a whole bunch. But if they want to be, like you said, the Bitcoin situation, because I remember me, and I'm upset with myself. I remember I had soldiers when I was in the Army, and they were telling me about, Bitcoin and things like that. And I do wish that I could have went back, and invested when it was nothing, when it was $5 versus what it is now. So I definitely don't want to be one of those people again, and, take the risk to make the money.
Yeah, that's a perfect point. And then just to add to that, people are like, well, how is the bot winning all the time? Well, let me show y'all real quick before I move on to Jeff. But this is why the bot is winning all the time. I mean, it's crazy because people think, oh, the bot can't win all the time. Let me show you why the bot is winning all the time. We're not making major moves in the market. One, we have great analytics. The bot has over 300 years. I'm sorry, 3 years, not 300 years. I'm sorry, 3 years of analytics in it. It has 16 algorithms into it. But if you notice, we're not making major moves in the market. Look at the, where is it at? Where's my pips at? Uh-oh, come on, screen.
And another thing, I'm sorry to add on to it, Bobby. Another thing, I talked to my auntie. She works for the IRS. So I talked to her when I was asking about the bot initially, before or right when me and you had spoke about it, probably after my first investment, my initial investment. But she was telling me, about the Forex. I didn't even know my own auntie was actually trading Forex. And she told me, yeah, I think that bot, it's real, because I remember when I was trading Forex before she got too greedy and lost. But she remembers them talking about coming up with a bot based off intelligence. So yeah. I talked to multiple people that I trusted family-wise, and including you. And yeah, now we're here.
Yeah. So if you look at the amount of moves that we're making, yeah, because it's a lot of bots. Like people, we could go make a bot right now. The question is, will it win? That's the question. So, but if you look at right here, I mean, we're not moving. We're not doing a whole lot of major moves. We're making small moves. The bot is consistent. with small moves. I think one day we was about to take a loss and the bot got out with one profit to spare, one micro pip to spare. So I think I made $4, $5, and then, you know, some people would have been like, "Oh, that's not a lot of money." Yeah, but I could have been in the negative. But the bot was quick enough to get out of the trade, especially quicker than the human. And like I said, the bot don't get greedy. The bot don't have FOMO, failure of missing out, and all of that. So, like I said, and I sleep good at night. I don't know how y'all sleep, but before when I was trading forex all the time, I would be up in the middle of the night. One night I was up 2 grand. I was like, yeah, let me go back to sleep. This is gonna go to 5. And I woke back up and I was 2 grand in the hole. So just because of news and manipulation, then it went down, took all my money, and went right back where I knew it was going to go. But just because of the manipulation, it kind of destroyed my trade. But thanks for sharing, Nate. What you got, Jeff?
Just you know, I'm really excited about this. It's, you know, I didn't like the prospect of working with a 401k and retiring somewhere between 68 and 70 years old, you know, doing something I'm good at, but I don't love, you know. So this has me excited, you know, constantly a little scared. I got to admit, I probably look at this thing a dozen times a day. I know it doesn't change anything during the middle of the day, but still, but you know, for the way that compounding interest works, it's like you don't have to put a lot into it to see some rewards, you know, and see the benefits. And for me, I've got this bad boy planned out for, you know, to retire in like 3 years. You know, I'm talking retire set for the rest of my life, and I wouldn't have to do any more, but pulling out just enough that I'd be satisfied with retiring, doing some more moderate, you know, low level trading and kind of savings accounts. So it's just regular, and then just keeping this bad boy going for as long as it's going. And, you know, forward exchange is not a new concept. It's been going on for a long time. It's trillions of dollars, right? So it's not like I mean, even if you're worried about Bitcoin in this is just a transfer medium. It's just a way you're getting into it. But it's not the Bitcoin market that you're dealing with. You're actually dealing with foreign currency, been around for a very long time. So that's the great prospect. You know, my only concern, and they're doing well, is you know, IPC, the guy in the middle that's managing the bot. That's the only thing. But you know, we've been seeing, at least they've been going with on this bot since beginning of December. Something like that.
No, I think they started in July, August time frame.
Okay.
And it started off kind of slow and then it sped up, but now it's getting to a good happy medium.
So it's looking really good, you know, and just like any kind of investment or you know, any kind of gamble you're taking, you know, when you're satisfied, you're doing well, take out your original money, and you know, as Anthony said, then you're just playing with house money. You've taken out your original, you're back to where you were. Now it's just all gains. Nothing in that account will be any risk of yours, you know. So yeah, I like how this bot works. I like it takes out the human greed factor. It's got some definite ins and outs. It's doing very well, and it's you know, it's consistent, you know, between 1% and 2%, you know, averaging. I moderately estimate like 1.37 per day, and it seems to be pretty much hitting that every week. You know, we're ending up at 7.04, 7.06. So, you know, I really like it. I'm happy. I just want to go faster. I want to retire soon. But I'm like, I went down from waiting 23 years to happen to a very possible 3 years, you know?
That's
So,
awesome.
Yep,
Awesome.
I'm really excited about this. And I've got like 3 people under me right now, with 2 more probably in the next couple weeks that I've talked to that are looking at it, you know, and I'm not trying to sell it a ton to a bunch of people, just folks I know. It's like, hey, you know, if you got a couple $100, start it, you know. It's a couple $100 you'd probably blow on something else, you know, fast food, coffee, and whatever, and that's all you need to start it. And a compounding interest, you know, $250, you know, so we'll say $350 because of buying the bot at the beginning. in 1 year is tens of thousands of dollars. In 2 years is hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know? And that's just from what you just started at, that minimum transfer amount. Yeah, there you go. Pull that bad boy up. Just put in or $250 in there, right? And give it like 1.3 for the nice modest, and put in 3 years. Yeah,
Hey, I'm
1.37.
gonna put the 137, Jeff, because I know how technical you are. So,
So put in 3 years. Because at the bottom of that calculator, I use this thing a lot too to show folks no additional deposits. You hit calculate, and then you'll just see it where, yeah, look at that. That's not doing anything. That's just the only thing you got to do is once a week, remember to put the money back into the account. You know, put your profit back into your trading wallet. It's like, come on, guy. It may seem too good to be true, but it's also not a risk to you, really.
exactly.
You
And
know,
people are scared. Like, people are scared of compound interest, like, because they don't know how it really works. And that's why, you know, just looking at that quote from Albert Einstein, like, it's the eighth wonder of the world, because I'm
yeah,
scared, so I'm not gonna do it. So that's just what people say.
Yeah, look at next year, July. You're making 11 grand a month. And that's
Yeah.
at the low end, because if they're hitting 1.5s and 1.9s more than the 1.3s, you even looking at even more money.
Yep.
But even at the lowest, you know, it's still money you earned going to sleep.
Yeah, initial $250.
Yeah, you work on Saturday, and that's just to do the withdrawal or
Yeah.
put the money back into the box.
Yeah, honey, I'm going to work. I walk downstairs with my coffee, go to my computer, transfer. All right.
Hey, well, me and Jeff work together, so hey, we'll look each other in the eye and give a head nod, and then we'll just go ahead and walk off the job pretty much. So.
Yeah, I know. I have a guy I just brought in to work at my company, and then I got him started into this, and I think he's going to be able to put more in than I am. So it's going to be like, he's like, hell, I'll get out in 2 years. I'm like, can't blame you.
Yeah.
I'll put together a nice little, you know, just under the cap of the gift for all my guys at work when I go to punch, and I'll be like, here, guys, like, what's this for? Me apologizing because I just put in my notice. Go buy yourself something nice. Don't be too mad at me, but you know, I gotta go.
Give him a nice firm handshake as I hand him the gift, and I'm out of there.
Yep.
But
Well, you know, I mean, and doing stuff like this, because your company can be the best company in the world. You know, I work for a really great one, really great people, doing well, small company atmosphere, bought for a big company. I've got nothing wrong with the job. I just don't want to do it for the rest of my life. And I know no matter how much they love me working there, how much they praise me, how much they count on me, in 6 months, I will not be a factor in anything they do. You know, I won't change their profits. They'll have someone replace me. They'll figure something out, right? I'm not a sink or swim kind of person for that company. You know, I'm not saying they treat me badly, but I'm just saying they're going to go on. I had to tell myself, I don't need to feel bad about punching in 3 years, because they will continue. They will survive, you know, and that's something I had to get over myself. This is a great opportunity to do it. You know, you don't need a lot of money to make it happen. That's why I kind of put in what I did, and I'm going to put a little more in each paycheck, but to kind of make it go faster. But yeah, I got a 3-year plan on this bad boy.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for sharing, Jeff. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. Anthony, the big dog of the team that got the biggest account right now so far. It was me. I was running things for a while. Then he had to step in and mess up my merit. But Anthony, what you got?
Man, I mean, it sums it all up. Like, you don't have to keep beating. Like, it's just too easy, man. I don't have nothing to add to it. I'm just glad that everybody's winning. You know, this is my second venture I followed behind, and it's a different feeling than what it was at IML. I did learn on my own more, but you know, it was like I was paying more money to not make money on that side. So this is You know, I have my days where I'd be like, well, what about this or what about that? But that's just like my analytical mind, you know, just getting in the way. But far as understanding algorithms and bots and things like that, you know, code, you know, I understand that you go on 1, 2, 3 pips. Like, come on, you can do that consistency, like consistently. Like, it's not magic once you look at it, but a lot of people will just look face value and was like, hey, if somebody was really making that kind of money, everybody would be doing it. But if you're not looking into it to do it, everybody's not going to do it because you're already making a decision before you even know what it is. You know, most of the scam videos are people who not even in it, you know, so they can't even show like, hey, here's the back office and this where I lost my money and it got stuck here. No, it's, oh well, they can't do this because 1500 other bots failed because of this. Most of the companies that disappeared or did something like that, they ran at 5 and 10 million. So, you know, this company way over 200 million. So if that's the case, you know, why would you even, like, that's crazy because you can actually legit make this make sense. So why wouldn't you keep going? So I'm just glad to finally be in at the beginning of something because I'm always, you know, even with work, I'll get on a new job site and it's like, oh man, you should have been here a year or 2 years ago and we was getting this and this and that. And I'm like always at the end. So this was probably one of the best things I got where I was actually on the ground floor, you know what I'm saying, of it. So I definitely want to look at the growth. So I could be those guys that be like, oh, who is this guy? Oh yeah, they've been doing it for about 3 or 4 years. Right, a long time ago, but we just, you know, we was at the beginning of the company. So we don't know what the company going to turn into and all the different products. So I definitely look forward to
I want that to be my ministry as well.
that.
Hey,
Yeah.
I third that.
Oh, hey, well, since we here, so my counts, Bob, is at 42,983. So can you throw that in the compound calculator? And I'm not even the big account. Like, you know, on the other group, you know, you see guys like I think Sal keep his count at 100,000. Like 42,983 and 28 cents. Because I ain't doing withdrawal, so put the 28 cents in there.
We just gonna do let's do the year.
And now go down to where I hit hit even. Yep. So around, you know, the 21st of April, you know, I can go ahead and pull out if I want, you know, which I will, because I mean that's a pretty nice 20,000 is good and decent because I say look at what you're doing now work wise. If you can just keep that in your account after you get your money back, you can just take full withdrawals after that, you know. I watched several videos from different people and like $25,000 a month. If you bringing in $25,000 a month, like it's really nothing you can't do. Of course, we can always splurge to do crazy stuff, but like 25 grand a month, like you vacation money, investment accounts, put your kids in private school and all that, and you still driving a Mercedes if you want that. You know what I'm saying? If that's the stuff that you're into. But yeah, like it's real easy as you can see to get to a point where you can leave enough in account to where your residual is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and like I said, with my brother saying, and you know, Jeff and oh my bad. No, but I hit it. So yeah, so that's why I wanted to kind of show the other perspective and just the, you know, it's two reasons why I'm gonna go the route that I'm going because that was my initial route. But like I said, we're you know transparent. So it's two other ways. So you would have people who don't have a lot of money or who don't make a lot of money, just understanding that what 100 or even $50 a week could do for you. If you made $50 a week and after they take their 20%, you're left with $200 uh, a month. That's a lot. A lot of people try to kind of downplay even making $25 a week when you're looking at passive income. That's income that's working for you that you don't have to do. It's supplementing the money that you're making. Like for me, for instance, I mean, I have a full retirement. I make six figures. Um, I could do it the way that I'm doing it now. I can grow my account at the same point. I can take out money. So I took out 2,200 today. Next week, I will probably, and I still grew my account by a 2,000. I went from a $24,000 account to a $26,000 account. I took out 2K. Next week, when I get my bonuses and my and my gross of my investment, then I'll say I'll put another 2K in, take out another 2K or whatever. So even if I just take out 2 grand, I would still grow my account 2, 3, 4, 5,000 each week as we go. So if you look at it, I could pretty much take out about 8 grand, pay off the little bit of bills that I still have left, and then still increase my account size. Because once your account get to a certain size, you can actually start to withdraw. And my compounding would slow down some, but then my debt to income ratio would shrink. So either way, it's a win-win. Like everyone's way is a win. Because first of all, we making money. So that's a win automatically, no matter how you do it. But just to have different people in our group doing different things and everyone has a successful thing is a testament of how things are going with the bot, and the bot we trust. I mean, because the bot is doing great things. They're always making sure that the bot is sustaining what they're doing, because they're even saying that it's going to do even greater things. So I can't wait for it. I'm happy where it's at now. I know a couple of the trades didn't go through, which we're going to update you guys on that, because me and Jeff, we got ours. So sorry, Anthony and they missing a couple of trades, but like I said, we're transparent, so we'll update you guys on the status of that. But we do appreciate y'all time. I know we've been on here like an hour and a half, but just trying to be transparent with everybody out there. We'll share this to the world, and if you have any questions, get back with, if you're on here for me, my brother, Jeff or Nate, just get back with them after you watch this and have them sign you up. Our group really cares. I'm up all day, every day when I'm not working, and I'm making sure that I answer those questions in the group, because at the end of the day, I'm making more money because I'm helping other people make money. That's always been my passion, and this makes it easier for me because the only thing I really have to help with is the technical portion and not the money making portion, because it's kind of hard trading Forex for somebody and their risk level is not the same as yours. Here, people get to choose their own risk. Like I said, the bot is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and everybody's happy. So, all right, hey everybody, thank you for your time. We're signing off. Everybody, thank you for sharing your information, and we'll be updating you guys next week.
Bye.
And it's my